So I've got this grain domestication project that I've been working on for the past maybe 3 or so years, and here's what it looks like in the ground, and then I've got some drying as well. Tastes kind of like oats, I guess. I don't know if you could see that or not, but yeah, it tastes kind of like oats, kind of like rice. There's not much flavor to it. Sometimes the outside gets a little bit red with anthocyanins, and sometimes it's like kind of yellow. The things that I've been doing to domesticate it were that every single year when I harvested them, I would sort for seed size, and then I would plant only the biggest seeds. So like that means tediously weighing out every single seed out of thousands of them. It's not that fun, but now they are, you know, big enough to eat. They're maybe size of a grain of rice. You know, it's not terrible. It's not like a lot, but you know, it's not bad. And the challenges for this grain domestication project were not what I thought that they would be. So I thought, you know, maybe I would have to do a lot of work on the flavor, or I would, you know, have to make big changes in one way or another. But no, the problems are really simple and they're really boring. So the first one is that there's a lot of lodging, which just means that the plants fall over. So, you know, these things are supposed to be about a foot tall in the wild, but they're, you know, up to my chest. They're about 4 feet tall, maybe 5 feet tall. And that's, you know, they just fall over. Like, these ones I picked up so that they would dry a little bit better. And these ones I didn't. They're just kind of on the ground and not drying out very well because they're on the ground. And I'm sure you can tell why that's not good. They also don't ripen all at the same time. I thought maybe I would need to leave in a whole lot of genetic diversity in order to make the breeding part a little bit easier. But I guess in the end I didn't cull it enough. I think I still probably have enough time to cull it more, so, you know, not a failure. But over the next, you know, 4 or so years, I'll need to go cull it more before it's ready to actually be used. So, I'm not sure how I will solve the lodging problem, because I have no plants that I'm aware of that lodged any less than any others, because they're all, you know, these thin, weak, little plants that are hollow inside, and none of them didn't fall over, so I don't know if there's any plant that I can take that will fix that. One idea I have for fixing it is just planting it later, because, you know, these are ready in around May or June. Right now it's June. You know, it just depends on the year. So I've been planting them, you know, a couple weeks after they're ready, because that's when they naturally plant themselves. However, I'm thinking of just planting them in September instead, so that they don't grow and they don't have as many nodes on them. Because right now, they're very tall, and it's not good for them. So I'm thinking of just planting them in September to get over that, and then I'll have enough of an indication to see whether or not I can prevent lodging. Because in the wild, in the very acidic soil that they're from, which is around 4.9, and that's very poor in nutrients in general, they only grow up to be around a foot, maybe like this much, compared to, 4 or 5 times that. And then, the way it looks is it'll just be, it's as if the plant started from here and just came straight up out of the ground, like this, and that's how it'll look in the wild. And it doesn't, it doesn't matter that much if it falls over then, because it'll just rest against one of its neighboring plants instead of causing everything to flop over the moment there's a significant rain. So, that's pretty cool. I think the project is. And despite those setbacks, it's going pretty well. And also, just to show you, this is what was typical originally in terms of size for the grain size. And then this is what's typical now. Focus. There we go. Yeah, you can see it's like, maybe 2 or so times larger than what it was previously. It's maybe even 3 times larger if you compare extreme examples. So, yeah. I think I've made a lot of progress. And I'm quite proud of the way that it's turning out. What I need right now is to get somebody to help me with backups. And I also don't know what species it is. So I'd like if somebody were to identify it, because, my best guess right now is maybe purple top tridents or some kind of brome. And it would be nice to know exactly what it is. So that I could have slightly more science in my endeavors.